Alright, so here are some things to do with your OCs. I made a list, I used some ideas that I found on the internet, and I came up with some unique ideas of my own, and I'm just gonna tell you some things that you can do with your OCs. The first thing you can do is write a magazine article about them and include pictures and ads. So I'm thinking like People magazine, or you can put them on the front cover of a magazine that you make up in your world, and you can make customized ads unique to your world. So that's one thing you can do. I would recommend using real magazines as references. So just search up, magazine article cover things. Another thing you can do is with your OC couples, you can put them in Pocket Love. So Pocket Love is a mobile app game. It's a mobile game, and I'll just put a picture right here of what it looks like. It can be a very cute, fun thing to do with your OCs. But it lets you put them in a little house and they live together and you get to give them a pet. It's really fun, really cute. And they go on dates sometimes and it's basically a house game where you collect items and decorate the houses. But it can be really nice to, have them in your phone and just check up on them occasionally. I mean, it is an idle game, so you gotta, it takes a minute to get things. But it can be really fun, really casual. All right, another thing you can do is take a scene from a movie, TV show, or book and draw your OC group in it. So you use that scene as a reference and then you draw your OCs in that. Another thing you can do is make them host a TV show, like a late night comedy show. For example, I made Zen host the Tonight Show. Another thing you can do is make pop-up crafts of them. So you can find a bunch of YouTube tutorials on this, but it's a really fun thing to do with them. Another thing you can do is sculpt little figures of them. So I did this with Zen a while back. He turned out really cute. I was actually really proud of myself because I'm not one for 3D sculpting or anything. But he turned out great, so that was fun. You can do an OC swap where you and your friend swap OCs. So your friend draws your OC and you draw your friend's OC. So kind of like an art swap, but with OCs. You can also turn them into wallpapers for your phone. So you can draw your own custom wallpaper, and that way you can always carry them with you in your phone. You can always look at them and say, hi. You can make short songs and animate to them. So you can make up your own songs. I like to use BandLab because it's really easy. You can do so much with just the free features. It's pretty cool because I don't use autotune. I use the synth or like the instruments where you can place them down, place each note down. It's really helpful. You can access it on your phone or on your laptop, and there is a lot of sounds you can use for that. You can also invert their colors. So you can take your OC and then replace all their colors with the opposite, with what's on the opposite of the color wheel. You can also turn your OCs into stickers. I bought sticker sheets. They look like paper, but they're stickers, so you can draw on them and then cut them out. You can also use clear tape to make stickers. I don't use that method because it just does not work for me. You can also order them online. So if you have a little extra money and you want to spend it, you can do that. You can make shorts about them. For example, I did this one with my OC Jack and Alex. Hey Jack, I'm going to need a number 2 with a side of fries. You can also look for actors you think you would play them if you ever did like a live action movie or show of your story. So you can make a little Pinterest board or little spread, little Google Doc. You can make a website dedicated to them. So you could use Wix, and just go crazy and make a website dedicated to one or more of your OCs. If you're really bored, you can cosplay as them. I don't know if this really counts as things to do with your OCs, but you could cosplay as them, which it's really fun, especially if you like to use the wigs and the contacts. It can really help you get into their character and learn more about them. You can also turn them into food. So you can draw them as sandwiches, cupcakes, omelets, cookies, milk, boba. Yeah, or you can bake them. You can actually make food shaped like them, like with rice, little bento boxes. That could be fun. If you crochet or sew or knit, you can make plushies out of them. You can meme them, so put them into different memes. You can also make them collab with other characters. So for example, Sam and Len, right in this picture, London and Miku. So that can be really fun because you can find characters you think that they would get along with. You can also storyboard different kinds of scenes for them. Doesn't matter what kind of scene, you just got to put it on paper. Here's one of my storyboards that I do. It's not that detailed, and the best thing about it is you can just let loose and have fun with it, and then you can redraw it. So it's just a storytelling exercise. You can dedicate an entire sketchbook to just one of your OCs. So if you love an OC so much, you're just like, I need to draw more and more. Get a sketchbook, put them on the cover, put them on the back, and then just draw only them in that sketchbook. So it's like a big collage of just them. You can also write fan fiction with them as the main character. Zen looked around, his breath short. He knew he was being watched. He turned, gripping his sword handle tight. That's when he saw him. Captain America stood rigid, not sure whether Zen was on his side or on the side of Ultron. Zen stared back, his eyes flashing red, waiting for a reaction. Are you here to fight or defend? Cap finally said, after a couple seconds of silence. Zen smirked. He had been waiting for this since as long as he could remember. In answer, he raised his sword. Come at me and see, he said, looking really cool in the process. Cap sighed. He didn't want to do this, but he knew he would have to. The people of Sokovia needed him to stop Ultron, and to do so, he would need to stop Zen. An epic battle ensued, in which neither Zen nor Cap would yield. Then, out of nowhere, a blue beam of light pierced the sky, forcing Zen and Cap to jump out of the way of each other. Zen groaned. What now? He wondered. Then he saw the cyan pigtails and knew he was in serious trouble. Hatsune Miku winked, leek in hand. Sorry, but I can't let you destroy what is mine, she said, making a really cool landing next to the captain. Zen sighed, then raised his swords, facing both Miku and Cap. Give them catchphrases. So, for Sonic, there's gotta go fast. And, I could do this all day for Captain America. Sorry, I really have Captain America on the brain today. If you have a Cricut, you can put them on t-shirts, so you can make designs in Procreate or IBS Paint and save it as a PNG, while making sure the background is clear. And then you can import it into the Cricut app and then have it cut it out on the material that you use for the t-shirts, and you iron it on, and then you iron it on the shirt. You can make an anime journal of them. I don't know what else to call it. I've always called it an anime journal. Here's some pictures that I did for it. It's really old. It started back in 2021. So it's an old anime journal, but it's nice to go back in and update occasionally. You can draw their baby pictures. So I did this at the beginning of the year. You can draw them in movie scenes. So instead of putting them in a movie scene, you actually take a screenshot from a movie or book, a screenshot from a movie or a show, and you draw them in the scene. Laugh at their pain. Make them a YouTube channel or X account or Instagram. It's like they have the social media. So you put their picture as the profile picture and the banner, and then you can make posts as them. You can turn them into cereal mascots and create prizes for the cereal. So that would be a really fun thing to do. Like Lucky Charms and Captain Crunch. You can do collabs with other creators starring both of your OCs. So you each have an OC and you make animation memes or art collabs with each other. So that could be a really fun thing to do. And then you can draw other people's OCs in the process, and it would be really cool. You can draw them in a scene, then put your favorite gamer in the corner so it looks like they're playing a game. I did Markiplier for this because he's my favorite gamer. But you could put Corey Kenshin, Queso, Cube Scouts. Yeah, it's up to you. Make wanted posters. Are they a criminal? Well, they need a wanted poster. Draw them riding roller coasters. So draw each of your OCs riding a roller coaster and how they react on different roller coasters. This is also a really good exercise because it teaches you how to draw other things other than people. If you like just drawing people like someone, Turn them into a skin for different games as if you collabed with them. So Sky Children of the Light does collabs with other things. Draw items that you think would match with that game style, because that could be a really fun thing to do. I saw some really good Genshin Impact Sky Children of the Light crossover ideas, so that would be really fun. Give them children. Create outfits for your OC and Dress to Impress. Dress to Impress really helped me with my OC London. Without Dress to Impress, London probably would not exist. You can turn them into a My Little Pony. I'm just pulling this out of thin air. I love My Little Pony, and it could be really fun to try to draw your OCs in different universes. So don't limit yourself to just My Little Pony. You know, find other things like the trolls. And last on my list is make paper dolls of them. So this is a more obvious one, I think, because everyone's suggesting this, but I think it's a really fun thing to do. And it gives you a lot of... It takes up a lot of time, so if you're really bored, this will keep you busy. All right, I think that is all on my list of things to do with your OCs. So, yeah. I hope this helped.